Ralph, Charlie had to change his shirt already. He went to the pool and took out, how much money did you get out of there, Charlie? $4?
At least $4.
That's almost enough for French fries, huh?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to get a buffalo lot.
Hello! Mr. Ed here.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Good time, Charlie.
Where are we today, Ralph?
We're in Metairie.
Where in Metairie?
At an apartment complex on Veterans in Metairie.
And how do we know about this apartment complex in Metairie?
Well, because we removed bees out of this guy's daughter's house about 2 weeks ago.
And
it was in a soffit.
yeah, that's right, the one in La Place.
It was in La Place, yes.
But how do you know this apartment complex so
Well, I used to live here
Oh,
quite a few years ago. That was a whole other time.
So the bees are in one of the units right in here, and check out what they look like on the thermal camera. Well, there it is. It looks like it's what, about 3 foot tall, Charlie?
About 3 foot.
Yeah.
at least 3 foot.
Yeah. So my guess, this is where the honey is up here. All our bees are down here, but it might be the other way around. Look, so here they are. This is where they are on the wall, and you can feel the heat of the bees right here.
Let me see something.
It still is pretty warm right there, and then it gets colder as we come up. But we know they go all the way from here to here. So Ralph and Charlie have got this thing all scoped out really well. Where are these bees where are they going today?
They're going to Wreck-It Ralph's house.
All right.
Again.
Yeah, we don't need bees at the Abbey.
No, we definitely don't need bees.
We have enough.
Charlie, how long do you think this job is going to take us?
Well, he says, Mr. Ed said 2 hours.
Yeah. So what does Charlie say?
I'm looking at 2 hours and 30 minutes.
I'd agree with Charlie.
Well, 2 hours and 30 minutes, 2 hours, doesn't matter. Charlie's going to get lunch today, and he'll be really happy about that. So by the grace of God, we'll get these bees out of here and going over to Wreck-It Ralph's.
And look, Charlie's ready, look.
See? Got my queen cage.
All right, guys, let's get inside and wrangle some bees. All right. Here is where the bees are making their entrance right there. I like their stopgap measure to control the bees. Let's put a piece of duct tape on it. That ought to do the trick. All right, so now when we're at the complex, the HOA guy is saying, no, we got another problem over here too. So he's going to show us another one in another apartment. So we'll find out what that one is all about. They're already walking over there. Oh yeah, look at them up there, Charlie.
I don't see him in the brick, so all you see is the electrical line.
We got the clear to go inside the apartment, so Ralph's bringing the thermal camera, and we're going to see if we got bees in the ceiling and the wall, or just exactly where these bees are. Let's go find out. Talk to them, Ralph.
All right, here we go. This is just signal of the bees. They're in the wall. They're coming in through the under the gutter, under the roof flashing, and into the wall, and going down the wall. And as you can see, this is where the shelf is, and then that's where the bees are all the way down to the bottom plate.
Now someone was telling you about bees? Somebody was telling you about bees? Yeah. Okay.
Right there.
Because I know this last show I would give
All
you
right.
just spray.
That's a big hive.
That's a big hive. All right.
Yes. Now that one is a serious beehive. Now we just came to investigate this one, and we will be coming back. But for today, we're just going to concentrate on the one, that little tiny one, because this one right here, Charlie would not be able to handle us being able to do this one, because he's going to miss his lunch if we do that. All right, we're going over back to the first one. We're going to start work on that.
We're going to remove this piece of base windowsill trim. Then we're going to cut this 2 lines that Charlie and Jeff made perfectly straight for me. Thank y'all very much. And we'll cut right here. We're going to leave this baseboard. I'm going to cut right above it. As you've seen on Flare, the bees should be all in here. And as Charlie said, we ought to be done in 2 hours.
Well, we've already used 35 minutes up looking at another
That
hive.
doesn't count, Charlie.
Oh, that don't count.
That doesn't count.
That's another.
Oh,
So we start over.
we start over.
Yeah,
huh?
the clock starts
my
now.
stomach doesn't know the difference.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Oh, wait.
So Ralph had opened up the wall almost, but we can't get the sheetrock off down here because the comb, it's attached to it. So what I'm going to do at this point, we don't want to just rip it off and then we open up the comb, the honey starts making a mess. Still going to make a little bit of mess, but if I run my knife down the back side of that sheetrock, I can cut the comb off of the sheetrock and make it somewhat less of a mess. It's still going to make it a mess because we're cutting wax and comb, but we're not going to tear the hive out of the wall if we do it this way. And it's in there pretty good. There you go. There you go. So we're going to vacuum these bees off of here. Well, now we know why the heat was down at the bottom because the bees were down here, and as I suspected, all of our honey up at the top. That is a lot of honey up here. It wasn't too much destruction pulling the comb off the back of that sheetrock. It didn't make too much of a mess. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and start vacuuming up the bees. We're going to clean up this sheetrock mess down here because I don't want the bees to keep falling down in sheetrock. We don't want to track sheetrock. So we're going to clean this little mess up and then we're going to start vacuuming bees. Now this is what it looks like after all the sheetrock has been taken off. We had one little piece of comb, well, a pretty big piece of comb that came off of there. But for the most part, that's the hive intact. And you know, it's just no telling. We're not going to be able to, I don't think, frame up a bunch of this comb. We're going to take as much as we can to frame it up. Homeowners will get some of that as well, but we're going to get the bees off first, then we're going to get the brood out of there, and then start cutting out that honeycomb. Ooh, nice little hive.
Nothing.
Right there she is.
Yeah,
With the-
blue
she's
dot.
marked. Look at that. It's the
Got a
first
blue
queen, marked queen I have ever seen.
Yeah. Got a mark.
Golly. I've never seen a marked queen in all these years. And look at that, a blue queen. Unbelievable. I am not believing it. Charlie, how long have we been doing this?
Well, I've been with you for 9, and you were doing that a lot longer than
4
I've been
years
with
prior to that, and I've never, ever found a marked queen. A marked queen. Unbelievable. Thank you, Jesus. Well, Ralph won't have any problem finding this girl
I'm
when he goes to
telling
look for it. Look at that.
you. I wonder who has. Does it have an address on it?
Unbelievable. All right, let's get this honey chest out of there. And the brood chest, we need to clean this stuff up, all right? Oh my gosh!
You got it? Yeah.
That's 35,
Charlie, you got
40
the door?
pounds.
I got the
Oh my goodness. Well, folks, Charlie, you say it. What about it?
It ain't there no more.
That's right. It ain't there. No more. We had to take out that bad piece of rock or concrete board, whatever it was, because the bees had actually migrated between the brick on the outside and that layer of sheetrock or whatever that was. And so we had to take that out. And when you do that, it exposes all the weep holes to this space. So that's how come we're having all these bees come in here. But we're going to get a couple more vacuums on this stuff. We're going to put a piece of cardboard over our opening so that the bees don't come inside the house. But folks, it ain't there no more. Charlie, you about ready to wrap this video
I'm
up?
hungry.
Ralph?
I'm hungry.
we gotta go. Let me get you a shot of everything we got. Look at the honey in here.
How many pounds was that?
30, 35 pounds.
At least 35 pounds.
Yeah.
That's a lot of honey.
Yeah, it's a lot. And then we got a couple of sections of brood that we're gonna be able to frame up. We'll get 4 frames out of that for sure. We'll get 4 out of that. All right, let's close it up.
Yep. Thanks for watching. Keep on watching. Up. Hey, all right, now we're ready. Thanks for watching. Keep on watching.
Hey, Charlie.
Wait a minute.
Charlie, this thing is right in the way. Is that gonna be all right?
Well, you got to move over a little bit.
That's fine. We're good right there. We're good right there.
We're under an umbrella right now.
But look, we're by the pool. Come on.
Yeah, got a pool in the background.
We living large. Living
We
large.
all get ready to get wet. Well,
We're waiting for our Mai Tais.
All right, Charlie, come on. What happened today?
Oh, my
Spill
God.
the beans.
Oh my God.
What
yeah.
time is it? Are you ready to eat? Come on.
Oh, it's 4 hours, maybe
No,
5
it's not
hours.
4 hours.
Oh man, it feels like it.
it feels like
Yeah, it feels like it. They worked hard. Tight quarters, bees in the wall, and of all things, a marked queen.
Unbelievable.
Can you believe that?
first time.
First time.
That's what it had to be the name we did. First
That's
time
it.
ever.
Yep.
Take it away, Ralph. What was your take?
As much more I can say. You covered it all, Charlie. I mean, it was.
I didn't mean to.
It was a pretty easy removal, like always.
Yeah.
The next one, I don't know that we'll be doing it anytime soon, but it may be kind of big.
Kinda.
Yeah, real big.
That thing is huge.
Kind of big.
That
It's
thing is
giant.
huge.
It's big.
Well, I don't have anything to add to Ralph. Ralph finished off what Charlie started, and that's it. So I'm ready to go.
Man, why is Jeff's nose so big?
Well, I got a couple of.
He got a couple of hits on his nose, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, thanks for watching.
Keep on watching.
We'll be making more.
Charlie's ready to go to lunch. God bless, Mr. Ed.
Wreck-It Ralph.
And good time, Charlie.
We're out here
Till the next video.
Thank y'all. God bless.